So I'm sitting here, everything is set up, and it is really awkward to look in that little tiny camera. And since I haven't done this in probably 5 years or so, it's super awkward. So forgive me if this video is a bit strange or I'm not looking like I'm feeling comfortable, which I don't really do. But I figured if I can't make a video about what I'm going to talk about in just a minute, then there's not really anything that would make me sit down and actually put the camera on and talk about stuff. And this isn't really a particular topic that is a very uplifting or happy. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. So most of you already know about this, and since it's happened like 6 weeks ago, you may have already forgotten, which, if that's the case, then this video has a purpose because you are going to be remembered. And if you didn't know, or if you just missed out on it, so you're gonna learn exactly what happened about 6 weeks ago. So in that particular time, early August, someone particularly has passed away, and that person, as far as I know, has always been on YouTube. Even back then when I started in like early 2007, he was already there making videos, and he was one of the guys, one of many, that inspired me to make my own videos and start, watching people on YouTube, trying to connect with other people that have similar interests like I have actually. And it really shocked me when I learned about his death. So how I learned about it was this way. So there's a particular way I watch YouTube these days. Since I'm a very busy person, I can't really sit down when I have my free time at home and watch YouTube. What I do instead is I download a lot of videos from my subscriptions, and I download them on my iPad, and whenever I'm bound to certain tasks or things that I have to do in my daily life and there's downtime, I'm putting on these videos and I try to keep updated that way. So when I'm sitting on the bus, for instance, when I'm going to work, or when I have my break at work, that's when I actually watch videos, which has the downside that I can't really comment on these videos because I'm not on the internet at that point. So the first time I heard about this was in a Silent Rob video, and he was like talking very strangely about it. He said that Emma has died and all that, and I thought, since it's Silent Rob and he has made a couple of videos where he was impersonating Emma, again, something that I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes because it kind of pissed me off. So I didn't take it seriously when he first mentioned it, but then the next day there was another video. It was Silent Rob and A. Salieri in a video. They had kind of a podcast going on, and they mentioned this again, and I was like, okay, is there some truth to this? I have to look this up. So when I was home on that day in the evening, I looked it up and tried to find some proof that Emma died, because this is something you have to imagine. If you have been on the internet as long as I am, this is like 20 years, people can fake the most ridiculous stuff on the internet. So I was pretty certain that Emma might have faked his death for some reason. Which, it sounds awful. I mean, why would you do something like this? But, people have done it before, so why not? So I looked it up, and I found proof very quickly that, there was a landing page that, cited that he has passed away, exactly like the location where the funeral will take place and stuff like that, and that there have been people in a guest book, and they, expressed their condolences and stuff. So yeah, at that point I knew it was true, and I was in shock. Because Emma only was 34 years old. I mean, I'm 34 years old. So that in particular shocked me, because I know, even though I don't have the medical conditions like Emma had, I still feel like, okay, this is like a point where every single one of us can die in a very short time for no fucking reason. And this particular touched me because my father has passed away this March. And it was different because that was kind of foreseeable. I mean, he knew it, we all knew it, and we tried to prepare for it. But no matter how much you prepare, you are never prepared for something like this. And his condition also dramatically worsened over just a few days. So I think that was the case with Emma as well, that, you know, something happened, we don't really know what exactly. And at that point, it just went down really quickly. And what kind of makes me mad and sad at the same time is that Emma didn't really realize that he was too much of a big guy. Like, he probably, I don't know how much he weighed, but probably 150 kilograms, if not even more. And that is just something that, again, it's proof that being too heavy is not healthy. And I encourage everybody who watches this that you have to be careful about how much you weigh. I mean, it's worse enough that people are dying because they don't have much to eat, like people in Africa, for instance. But dying because you have eaten too much is even more so fucked up. So I myself, I'm kind of a little bit too fat. I mean, I'm weighing like 10 or 15 kilograms too much, more than I should weigh, according to BMI index and stuff like that. But people don't consider me being fat, so I guess that's a plus on my side. But I'm trying to lose weight, and there's this magic marker, this 3-digit marker that I don't want to get passed by. So, and I've already lost a couple pounds and kilograms, so I'm on a good path when it comes to that. And this is really a warning to all of us, since Emma was part of a big family, I would call it, the YouTube gaming community that began back in 2006. And I mean, I'm not really a member as such, as a content creator, but I've been around and I've been watching all these people for more than 10 years. So it's really a loss on my end that someone like Emma, who has inspired me, died so soon. And I wish he would have had more time on this planet to, you know, start bettering himself, his condition, and that he loses weight and that he becomes normal weighted, and then he could live for like probably just as long as a normal guy would. So it's very sad that didn't happen, and I'm very sorry for his family and his friends, his close friends, about this loss. And there's not really much I could add except maybe this one thing. Since Emma has been on YouTube for so long, and there have been other people, I find it very hypocritical that certain people and individuals here on YouTube were not talking nicely about Emma and his condition, and that they were making like parody videos about how he was stuttering and how he was fat, and that they insulted him based on these facts. And Emma himself wasn't the kind of guy that would judge people according to their appearance. And I'm not the person that does the same thing. I think that what really counts are the inner values. And Emma was the same guy, that he thought the same way. He didn't give a shit about if you are black or white, or if you're fat or thin. If you are a nice guy, you are a nice guy. So it doesn't matter how much, how you look or how you portray yourself. And we should all act like that. So making fun of someone who is fat, I mean, you could call someone an idiot because he's fat. That's true enough. But you can't call someone fat and use that as an insult. That's my point here. And I don't want to start any shit here, e-drama or something like that, because it's not really worth it. And in the end, the only person responsible for what happened to Emma is Emma himself. Because he didn't really pay attention to much he weighed. Like, he cared about other values. And I will remember Emma always as the kind guy that he was. He never was an asshole to me, although he could be very blunt about certain topics or to certain people when they talked shit about him or things that he said. So yeah, anyway, I think that's enough for now. I know this is not a great video to come back to, but I just had to do this. And there are like 20 or 30 other videos, at least last time I checked, that we're talking about like in great detail about what Emma did and what he has become known for. And I would recommend that you look those up, because there are some really nice videos. And yeah, when it comes to me, I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do more videos. If not, then, well, that's it. I mean, it's kind of my habit to come back after 2 years, make 1 or 2 videos, and then be gone for another year or 2. So I guess that's how life is. I mean, I'm working all the time, trying to make money so I can pay my rent and stuff. And since my mother is not alone, I kind of have to earn money for her as well, because she has a really shitty pension. Yeah, times are rough. So anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon for more videos.